World TV News Express anti-drug agency NDLEA intercepts codeine from India, finds opioids concealing women's hair. Non-governmental agency Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project SERAP $2 trillion trade surplus in first quarter of 2024. On the foreign scene, at least 274 Palestinians killed during Israeli raid to rescue 4 hostages. On the sports, teenager sensation Hendrik Krabs winner as Brazil sink Mexico 3-2 in international friendly. Hello and welcome to all the viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Express here on Global Television. We're live in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Edikan Michael. Chairman of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri-Herewa, has confirmed the rescue of at least 10 Nigerian girls lured into prostitution in Ghana. The teenage girls are between 15 and 18 years of age and persuaded into Ghana with promises of better life, but instead of forced into prostitution. Herewa said the girls were rescued after a trip off by Nigerians in Diaspora Organization, the umbrella body of Nigerians living in Ghana. She stated that the suspected trafficker has been arrested by law enforcement officers in Ghana, noting that 3 of the girls are of the same parents. The Federal Ministry of Works says it is working with the police to tighten security and stop vandalism on the Third Mainland Bridge to save the public infrastructure. The Federal Controller of Works Lagos gave the assurance in an interview in Lagos operative of the Rapid Response Squad of the Police Command in Lagos State that arrested a suspected vandal removing the lead road spotlight on the newly renovated Third Mainland Bridge. And now, Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project SERAP has filed the lawsuit against the government of President Bola Tinubu over the failure to publish spending details of loans obtained by the government of former President Olusegun Obasanjo, Umaro Musa Yar'Adua, Goodluck Jonathan, and Muhammadu Buhari. The suit was filed against the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, and the Debt Management Office. In a suit filed at the Federal High Court, Lagos, SERAP is asking the court to direct and compel the Tinubu government to publish the loan agreement obtained by the government from 1999 to the administration of Muhammadu Buhari. And now, following the signing of the new Kano mandatory premarital law, it is now obligatory for intending couples in Kano to undergo premarital medical screening before marriage. The new law stipulates that no wedding will be permitted in Kano State without the presentation of a health screening certificate of genotype hepatitis B and C and HIV and AIDS and other related conditions. Governor Ba Yusuf, while signing the law in Kano, called for its implementation in order to uphold the sanctity of marriages in Kano State and ensure the birth of healthy offspring free from preventable illnesses. The state government says the law is meant to reduce the likelihood of children being born with underlying health issues such as sickle cell anemia, HIV and AIDS, and diabetes. Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dela Aleke, has reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to enforce insurance policy for mine workers in Nigeria. The minister made these known while representing President Bola Tinubu on the condolence visit to Niger State Governor Umar Bago in Minna, the state capital. He said the policy will enhance safety measures and provide relief to miners in the country. Correspondent Queen Agaba has details.
Following the recent mine pit collapse in Galadima, Kogo, Shiroro local government area of Niger State, the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Alake, emphasized the federal government's stand, saying remediation plans must accompany mining license applications. He warned that irresponsible mining operations that pose threats to the environment and communities will no longer be tolerated.
Solid Minerals officials would also be on the spot to ensure or validate the accuracy of whatever information that is supplied via the EIA submitted. 2, we have a mineral and environmental compliance agency, and the director is here with me. They ensure that environmental regulations are complied with by the miners.
Governor Umar Bago expressed gratitude for the condolence visit and emphasized the need for a concerted effort between the federal government and subnationals to ensure mining companies comply with safety standards. He advocated the strengthening of collaborative measures to enhance periodic monitoring and evaluation of the environmental impact of mining operations to minimize recurrence of the unfortunate incident.
There is need for a concerted effort to make all miners with licenses relate with the communities where these mines are, relate with the local government where these mines are, relate with the emirate system where these mines are, and relate with the state government. Because if you know the site where this happened, no rescue mission outside the chopper and probably people who live in that mountainous area will be able to reach there immediately.
The mine pit collapsed due to heavy downpour. For Global Television, Queen Agaba reporting.
Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal has requested more intervention from the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, to complete unfinished project at its tertiary institutions. A state member of the governor's spokesperson, Suleiman Idris, said Lawal made the appeal during an official visit to Third Fund headquarters in Abuja, where he said the governor made specific requests for intervention at the Zamfara State University and Abdul Gusau Polytechnic, noting that the school has been a number of projects that were initiated and abandoned by previous administrations. And away from that, Governor of Sokoto State, Ahmed Aliyu, has approved the payment of June salary to workers in the state beginning from Monday. Esther Mensama, the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Abubakar Bawa, says the payment covers state civil servants, local government staff, and pensioners in the state. The state government stated that the gesture is to ensure that workers in the state celebrate this year's Eid al-Kabir comfortably. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has intercepted a shipment of codeine originating from India and uncovered opioids concealed in ladies' hair extensions intended for the United States and the United Kingdom. This is coming barely a week after seizing a shipment of 1,775,000 bottles of codeine-based syrup at the Port Harcourt Port Complex in Onne, Rivers State. According to a statement signed by the Director of Media and Advocacy of the agency, Femi Babafemi, both through seizures followed earlier intelligence which made the agency request that the shipment be stepped down for 100% examination. The governorship candidate of New Nigerian People's Democratic Party in the forthcoming governorship election in Ondo State, Edema, has lambasted the state government for challenging and asking the Supreme Court to dismiss a suit filed by the federal government to secure full autonomy for the 774 local government areas in the country. Edema stated this while speaking with this man in Akure. The state capital said granting full autonomy to various local governments across the country will bring development to the grassroots. The NNPP candidate stated that it will be enable the third tier of government perform their constitutional roles as guaranteed under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended. You're watching News Express coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja, on Star Time, channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using at Global TVNG and other handles now shown on the screen. When the News Express returns, Nigeria's foreign exchange reserve rises to 32.8 billion naira after 10-week slump. These and other top stories coming right after this break. To stay with us. News Express here on Global Television. Many thanks for staying with us. The Israeli military has rescued 4 hostages held in central Gaza in a major daytime operation. The raid resulted in 234 Palestinians being killed and 698 injured, but Israel Defense Forces have disputed those numbers. Meanwhile, the Strip's government media office said at least 236 Palestinians were killed and more than 400 injured as Israel carried out the raid. At the meantime, the United Nations has placed the Israeli military on a list of parties accused of committing violations against children in conflict zones. This decision, confirmed by Israel's ambassador to the United Nations, Gilad Erdan, which has sparked a wave of controversies contained in the United Nations Secretary General's annual report. The report is said to be presented to the United Nations Security Council next week. And on to business. Nigeria's foreign exchange reserve has shown a steady increase over the past 6 days, indicating a recovery process for the economy's external reserve. Data from the Central Bank of Nigeria's website indicates that the foreign reserve stood at $32.80 billion on June 6, 2024, indicating an increase of $110 million from $32.69 billion on May 31st. This upward trend has been consistent over the past 6 days, with the reserve increasing from $32.74 billion on June 3rd to $32.77 billion on June 4th, then $32.7 billion on June 5th before the current value. Nigeria's recorded a trade surplus of 6.52 trillion naira in the first quarter of 2024. This represents a 79% quarter-on-quarter increase when compared to the 3.64 trillion naira recorded in the fourth quarter of 2023. The National Bureau of Statistics disclosed this in a foreign trade in goods statistics report for the first quarter of 2024, stating that total mechanized stood at 31.8 trillion naira. Away from that, the federal government has issued 95 licenses, permits, and registration certificates for the generation of 989.42 megawatts of electricity in 2023 as part of measures to shore up Nigeria's power production. Nigeria generates between 4,000 and 5,000 megawatts of electricity, with a target of hitting 6,000 megawatts by December this year. In the first quarter of 2023, NEC issued 12 licenses and permits and approved 4 mini-grids registration for the production of 723 megawatts of electricity. And also, IMF, the International Monetary Fund, has now projected that Nigeria's gross domestic product per capita is expected to reach $1,120 by 2029. International Monetary Fund data analysis revealed a fluctuating trend in Nigeria's GDP per capita since 2014, with a high of $3,222.69 in 2014 and a low of $1,087.89 in 2024. The country's GDP per capita has been fluctuating over the years, reflecting economic challenges and growth prospects. On entertainment, reality star and actress Josephine Othobo, as also known as Fina, has kicked against marriage after witnessing a man brutally beating his wife. Fina said despite effort to intervene, the man was uncontrollably leaving her livid, shaking, and grateful to have escaped a similar fate in her past relationship. Fina's personal encounters left her with a newfound fear of marriage and a deeper understanding of the dangers of toxic relationship. On the sports, as Nigeria gears up for the World Table Tennis Contender Lagos 2024, anticipation is soaring for a spectacular display of table tennis prowess set to take place from June 19 to 23 at the Sir Molaye Okeya Thomas Indoor Sport Hall. The event promises to showcase the best of both local and international talent, captivating fans and spotlighting the nation's rising stars. Nigeria stars Moses Adegoke and Abdul Basit laid the charge as the nation representative. Both players making their main draw debut are expected to shine as they compete against top global talent. And our teenage striker Endrick has headed home an injury time winner as Brazil defeated Mexico 3-2 in a warm-up friendly ahead of this month's Copa America. The Brazilians look to be cruising to victory after goals from Fulham's and Arsenal's Gabriel Martinelli fired the South American giant into a 2-0 lead at Achilles Field in College Station, Texas. However, Mexico staged an unlikely late fight back after Julian Queiroz pulled the goal back in the 73rd minute, and the Martinez looked to have secured a draw from Mexico in the 3rd minute of time added on, lashing in a rebound from his own header after a corner to make it 2-2. As we wrap up this Express on Global Television, here's a look at top stories. Nigeria Drug Law Enforcement Agency has intercepted codeine from India, finds opioids concealed in women's hair. non-governmental agency Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project has sued the government of President Tinubu over alleged failure to account for loans obtained by previous administration. And the business Nigeria has recorded 6.52 trillion naira trade surplus in first quarter of 2024. On the foreign scene, we told you at least 275 Palestinians are reported to have been killed during Israel raid to rescue 4 hostages. And in sports, teenage sensation Enrique has grabbed winner as Brazil sink Mexico 3-2 in international friendly. That's the package and News Express coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja, on Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @Global TV NG and all the handles shown on the screen. I'm Medican Mike Community. Thanks for watching. See you again.